through so much trying to get some. Let me roll up my windows. I went through so much trying to get some change because the first tire pressure place I went to was broke. The machine was broke, so I went to a gas station. And you know, wherever you go, you're gonna have to buy something, or you know, if you don't have any change. And so now I'm gonna have to start keeping change with me because I don't think I have any in my wallet now. I took out some change. Yeah, when I went to go visit my son and his family. But I put that money into savings. And so now I'm like, something was telling me to keep something, at least keep a couple of dollars with you. Put it in savings. So now I have to get some. I'm gonna look at my wallet first to see if I got anything. I might have $1 and some in quarters, which I kind of doubt. This person is like, Starbucks is closed over here. I'm wondering if they moved because they're, you know, they've been building so many Starbucks in the area. There's basically like one around the corner. If I were to keep straight at the second traffic light and make a left, go all the way to that end of the block and make a right and go down the street, there's a Starbucks right there. So I'm wondering if they are moving there, or if this one that I just passed is just maybe they're renovating or something. I don't know. So yeah, and a Chick-fil-A. They got a Chick-fil-A in that same area where I said that Starbucks is. And there's a Chick-fil-A, I just passed one on the left-hand side. So there's my tire pressure warning. Hey family, it's October 15th. It's in the afternoon at work. But I just kind of like wanted to pop in so that I have some footage for, you know, each, if not each day, every couple of days of October. So we halfway through the month of October. 2-3 months left in the year, 2.5 months left in the year, I guess you can say. And today in Georgia, it's early voting. So just wanted to put that out there. I'll probably will record once I'm done voting. That's usually how I do it. I do plan on voting. I was gonna say something else, but I just noticed it's gonna be a tight race. I want to encourage you to vote. I want to hurry up and put this out as well, but I do want to encourage you to vote because there's a lot at stake. Hey family, it's Sunday, October 13th, and came from church. I was gonna record some of the service, but I don't know. Anyway, sorry. I'm trying to get some errands done, but I noticed, so I usually get on the interstate going to church and coming from church, so I did, and coming back I could tell something was going on because it was all backed up. That particular part, that interstate is usually, yeah, they have accidents on there, but it's usually you going on there. But when I saw it was like just inching along traffic, you know, you go, you stop, you go, you stop on a Sunday, and that particular interstate is usually on weekdays, and well, normally if I travel on there on weekdays or weekends, it's usually just smooth sailing. So, but when I saw it was start and stop traffic, I was like, oh, I need to get off. So I got off on the streets, and I noticed in the streets it's start and stop. So something's going on something happened. I Googled, I asked Siri, and Siri said, yeah, it'll take you like 26 minutes to get to a certain area. And I was like, yeah, something's going on. Normally, if something happens on the interstate and people get off and go through the streets, you know, to try to get wherever they're trying to get. Oh, sorry. And there's traffic, you know, something happened. So I hope everyone is fine, and you know, it was just a matter of things being slowed down. I hope it's nothing serious happened on there. So out and about, and it's October, Vlogtober. And I am starving. I don't know what I want. I started to stop at Popeyes, and I'm like, Cheryl, you already had, I think last Sunday I had Popeyes. The other day, I should have shared it with you guys, but I saw that there's a meal at Wendy's from SpongeBob, and a Krabby Patty meal, and then you can get like this little what do you call there, Frosty. Yeah, I'm looking at it now, Krabby Patty meal, and I got that, and it was pretty good. I think because I was like starving that day. I ate, but I was just really hungry that evening. I had got off work, and I didn't take anything out for dinner. And so I had ordered DoorDash, and I got to get rid of that app off my phone, because it just makes, so if it's not there, then, you know, I think it'll make it difficult for me to order. But if it's on there, hey, it's on there. All I got to do is press some buttons. But yeah, I'm hungry, so I might just, I don't know. I still don't have anything. I have to take some things out so that I cook. What I normally do on my days off is if I'll cook a couple of meals, and then, you know, all I have to do is add a side to it or whatever. Or I'll cook it with a side, and then, you know, whatever left over I'll have for lunch or have for dinner. So I'm getting ready to, on my way. Oh, and I've got a couple of sales on Poshmark. It was funny because I think I told a story about how somebody was trying to talk me down to ridiculous. To me, it wasn't worth it. What they were trying to get, this particular item, wasn't worth it. So I kind of went through that for a couple of days with this person, and they were talking me down, and I was like, no, this bag, even though they did, to me, I think they got a bargain. And it wasn't, the item's not used at all. I haven't used it. And it's a bag. And so I ordered this bag, I want to say last year, the end of the year, and I ordered it, and I was like, wow, this is really nice. And then when I got it, it was smaller than what I had anticipated. And so I was like, this is just not. I said, well, maybe I can, you know, really just cut down on what I carry with me. And then I was like, you know what? So I just put it on me. I just never used it because it's just too small. And it came with like a little change purse, and I think like 2 or 3 items, little things that you can put on there. And it's a barrel type bag. It's round, and it's beautiful color. I really like the bag, but it's just not for me. And so, yeah, I thought that it was going to be bigger. So now when I order things online, I have to be a little bit more mindful of that. It probably appears bigger than what it really is. So that's what's been happening with me lately. I see these cute little bags, well, cute bags. They look like they're medium size, and then I get them, and they're like so small, or there's something that I'm like, well, I don't know if I really want that. My thing is like crossbody. I love crossbody bags that have maybe a shoulder strap and a crossbody. I love, if it's a tote, for it to be zip up on the top. Hobos, I love hobos, but a lot of hobos aren't. There's snap closure, like magnetic closure, and I'm just kind of leery because of they don't really have the top zip closure, or when you're driving and you're making turns and your stuff can fall out of your purse, or you press on your brakes harder than you expected, your stuff, things happen. So I try to be mindful of that. But recently I just bought a hobo bag that did not have a zip closure. You don't see too many hobo bags with zip closures. This one doesn't have a zip closure, so I'm going to use it and then see how it does, how I like it. The one thing that I really like about this particular hobo bag is that it comes with it has a bag inside of it, and it has a crossbody strap in addition to the shoulder strap. So all that stuff that I am concerned about falling out of my bag or whatever, I can put in this bag that comes inside of the hobo. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna jump off of here, talk to you to death. See you later. All right, guys, it's Monday. I'm at the park, and I'm right near the building, one of the buildings that has early voting. So once I get done, I'm going to go vote, then run the rest of my errands. So see you later. Hey family, so I did my running around. I went to Walmart, picked up some items. I think I spent like $40 on stuff. My grandbabies are coming by, a couple of my grandbabies are coming by. So I got all these snacks. I'm making excuses for them, but I'm gonna be chomping on what they don't eat. So they have these banana nut muffins that I really love. You get 3 in a pack, and the name of the company is like Otis Spunkmeyer or something like that. And I've just noticed how the whatchamacallits have gotten smaller. The muffins have gotten smaller. So they have chocolate on chocolate ones. They got blueberry ones. They have the banana nut, and I believe there's some more too, but I always just get the banana nut ones. And I think my grandbaby, I know the older ones like them, but I'm not sure that the young one, if she's gonna like it or not. But anyway, and I have a taste for coffee, so I wanted to try to figure out how to get to that one of the new Starbucks that I was telling you about. But I'm just gonna go home. I got a Keurig. I'm gonna turn my Keurig on and do it that way. So I really need to get a new freezer to replace the one that died. And I need to go check out BrandsMart. Somebody was telling me BrandsMart has really good deals. Now I saw some at Costco. I think it's in one of the other previous videos. I need to go ahead and post those videos too. But anyway, as you can see, it's a lot of trucks. funny. It seems like every time I go down this block, I always get behind a dump truck. Let me roll my windows up. I always get behind a dump truck, and that dump truck has rubble in the back, and so I usually have to find my way, get my way around the dump truck, and so that I don't get a, what they call it, a bullet hole or whatever in your windshield. So I had, I think, how long did I have that? I had that crack in my windshield for a long time. I'd be some old videos with that crack in the windshield. And it was right before they shut down everything, 2020. And so, so I think I had it like either the end of 2018 or at the beginning of 2019, something like that. I had it for a long time. So much so that it started to, it just was just a little bullet mark, and then it started to spread, because there were a couple of times when I was on the interstate and some rubble from whatever, the road or whatever, hit that area, and it was like this long crack. So I began to get really nervous, like, okay, if I hit something really hard, this thing is going to, my windshield's probably gonna come inside, and so that's not a good thing. So anyway, I don't know if I told you guys that I got a speeding ticket. It would have really been interesting if I had got it while I was recording. But anyway, I was just out and about, and I was out and about, and rolling, just driving. And I don't know if it had this song that was on the radio. It was really, I hadn't heard it in a while. I turned the volume up, and I'm just cruising. And so I just happened to look to my left, and I saw a police car, and I was like, oh Lord. I looked at my speedometer. I was speeding, and I was like, I said, I think I'm speeding, because I couldn't, how you drive in some areas, you'll see some areas 35, then maybe a couple feet down the road, you'll see another speed limit, 55 or 35 or 45, whatever. Well, that was the case in that area. And so I saw these flashing lights behind me, and I pulled over. So last week, I had the court date. That last week was whenever the 25th was of September. I had the court date, and it's just a big old, to me, it's a big old racket of trying to get money. I believe my sister told me at the end of the month, she said, be careful driving around, because that's when the police officers are trying to make their quota of giving tickets. And that was the end of, not the court date, but the date that I had gotten pulled over. I have to go look at the little form that I have, the ticket, I guess I should call it, when I got pulled over. And so I was just, that was my day off too. Probably was a Thursday. I don't think it was a Monday. I know it wasn't a Sunday. But anyway, I try to keep that in mind. I try to be more mindful. Like as you can see right there to the right hand side, the speed limit is 45. So I try to make sure I am going speed limit, and wherever I am. Matter of fact, it was funny because before I got to the last store this morning, this person, I made a turn down this one street, and this person was in the roadway parked. So right when I made the turn, they were getting in their car. So I went around them and got in front of them and kept going. And so here I am trying to go the speed limit because I think the speed limit in the neighborhood was like 35. And so this person sped up and went around me and got in front of me. And so I was like, go ahead, just go ahead and get in front of me. I don't care. But people are funny. You know, I know that there are some people that don't like you to get in front of them when you're driving. They feel like you are disrespecting them. And it might not have been that. Maybe I was just going too slow for the person, you know. But I'm just trying. I don't want to get any more speeding tickets. I haven't gotten, before this one, I think the last speeding ticket I got was in the 80s. And so it was before my sons were born. My oldest son was born in 88. So yeah, that'll tell you something. I thought at least that would be taken. So I had to pay a fine. Thank God the fine wasn't as hefty as I thought it was going to be, but it was enough to put a dent in my budget. I thank God that I had the money to pay it right away. I don't think you had to pay it right away, but I'm grateful that I was able to pay it at that particular moment. Hey family, it is Sunday, October 20th, I believe. And so it's my day off, and I am getting ready to go to church. Hey family, so it's Sunday. I came from church, did some running around, and on my way home and trying to track my speed limit, make sure this is the area where, well, back a bit, about a mile or so, where I got pulled over. So now I'm seeing where I got caught at, because there's an area that the speed limit is 35. So right where I'm at now, the speed limit is 55. Then it goes from, if you're going back in this direction, you're going to go from 55 to 45 to 35. 45 and 35 really, 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 really close. So I'm doing 55. I might be doing 54 now. But yeah, I'm trying to maintain the speed limit. So today's nice. It's nice out here. As you can see, the sun is out. My temperature in here says 72, 74 degrees. So, and I got this old hot. This morning it was like in the 40s. Yeah, the 40s. So I got some little ankle boots on and this like velour material. Today was acknowledging those who are breast cancer or any kind of cancer survivor, and those who are actually, I'm going fast now, faster, and those who are still in the fight. And so that was very uplifting and heartwarming because it reminded me of my mom had a brief bout with breast cancer. She got diagnosed with it, and my sister called me up upset, and of course I got upset. But anyway, and she had some surgery done, and thank God they found it like in the beginning stages, and she had some treatment, and that was it. Thank God. Hey family, it's Monday, October 21st, I believe it is. And I wanted to talk about this bacon. I don't know if I mentioned it in previous videos, but this is, excuse that. This is Kroger's. If you have a Kroger, it's a grocery store. Kroger's turkey bacon. I I don't even remember shopping and seeing this. But anyway, if I had been shopping and seeing it, I probably would have turned my nose up on it and was like, I'll continue with butterball turkey bacon. So I was spending a couple of days at my son's house, and my daughter-in-law made some Kroger turkey bacon. And I loved it. I was like, what? This is meatier, as you can see. I mean, I don't know. The pieces are wider. It's just more meatier. You taste the turkey. I really enjoy it. I noticed that whenever I go to buy it, they usually don't have any at all. It's sold out. Or you have one or two packages. I think the last time there was two packages. One package looked like it was spoiled. The other one looked good. So I bought the one that looked good. This time, this was the only package that was in there. And I was like, and I even looked in another area. So, yeah, check it out if you haven't already. And if you have, what do you think? Hey, so it's still Monday. And I finished. I voted. Woohoo! And, so I'm running errands. So I think this is my last errand to run on, which is to get a toilet seat. And I had to, you just figure, well, this is how I was thinking. You just figured a toilet seat is a toilet seat, right? Well, I noticed that the toilet seats you got different shapes. You got the round, you got the kind of oval shape, you got the elongated shaped. And so I picked out a toilet seat, and I might have mentioned it in a previous video, and I had it sitting there, and I was like, you know what, I used to always get my son to change the toilet seats. And so I'm like, next time you come by, would you help me change this toilet seat? So he came by one day when I think that was Monday. Was that Monday? Was that last Monday? No, it was Thursday. Because I was working Thursday on my off day. I did some overtime. And I didn't mention to him that I would be off. But, he didn't mention it. Usually when I know he's going to do something, he'll mention it to me a couple of days before. And he didn't. So I was like, you know what? He probably, I know he got days off too. I don't want to, bug him, badger him with, you gotta come by, And so I said, maybe, it'd probably be good for me to learn how to do it myself. But anyway, he wound up coming. After I did those hours, I went out to do something, run errand. And he called me and he said that he came by the house. Of course, I wasn't there. And so I told him to let him, well, I didn't have to tell him. He let himself in. And he was changing the toilet seat. So I went by, I left where I was. Matter of fact, I was at BJ's. That's right. I was at BJ's when he called. And so I grabbed what I wanted to grab and I came back home. And so he had already had it changed. And I knew he had his daughter with him, so that's why, the youngest one. And so I was like, you know what? I think I need to come on to the house and, help watch her. Because how he going to do that with her, a toddler? So I didn't know. My daughter-in-law was with him too, and my other granddaughter. She's a little older, so he did have some help. But, so, I just wanted to stop by. So I said, that way I get a chance to see them. I wondered if I should get on the interstate. It'll get me quicker to where I want to go. But you know what? Every time I get on, and it's about lunchtime now, it's crazy. So I don't think I'm going to get on. I'm just going to drive through the streets. So anyway, I just wanted to pop in, let you know, give you some deets on what I've been doing today. And I'll see you later. Hey family, it's Thursday. I think it's the 21st. Or is it 23rd? I done jumped from the 21st to the 23rd of October. I'm trying to find my phone here. I can find the date. And I'm trying to wake up. Well, I am up, but anyway, trying to wake up. Trying to get myself out the bed. You may hear the birds chirping. Just want to pop up. I'm hungry. I really. I just saw a video where somebody made a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich, and I don't like tomato. I would have to make a BL sandwich. So, today I'm going to get my hair done. Probably run some errands. I was just looking over some things that I need to buy. Normally, I have several lists, like grocery lists or things to buy that I put on an app in my phone, and then also if there's stores that I purchase from a lot and they have an app and I use the app, I make like a list in the app. So whenever I go in the store, I'm supposed to pull that app up and find the things that I need to get. I say I'm supposed to, because sometimes I'll go in there and have like a mental list and try to go off that, and that's not a good thing to do, because I usually go off. I usually when I leave the store, and if I don't open up, my alarm just went off. But if I go off that list, I don't look on that list, and I leave the store, and then I realize, darn it, there was something I meant to get, or a couple of things that I meant to get. So anyway, that's my thing for today. I'm going to get up and get ready because I got an early hair appointment.